Hello and welcome to the self-care sessions. This week we are prepping our skin for summer. In particular, we're going to do a body ritual and we're welcoming back Bumi Naturals. Hi Imogen.
Hello.
Hi, what are we going to do today?
So we're going to be demonstrating three products, which are great to refresh and renew skin. As you said, summer is just around the corner, and we're exposing more skin. So it's time to hydrate the skin, prep it, polish it, ready to have it on show. So the first one that we're going to do is the body polish.
Okay.
And this one is a vegan formulation, and it's got a hemp, avocado, and shea butter base, which I'll talk about more with the next product because it's made with the same ingredients. But just to touch on the actual exfoliants that we've used in here. So luckily they banned microbeads from use in products, which is amazing because it means we can use different things like poppy seeds. We've got poppy seeds in this one.
Yeah, and it makes it
And
look super
yeah,
yummy. Love that texture.
yeah. So we've got poppy seeds and fine pumice powder, which can really get into the smaller cracks. Poppy seeds are quite large, so they're good to really exfoliate like really rough skin. So I use it on my feet as well, which really needs some work after the winter.
Definitely. Feet and legs. And I think the
I know.
bigger the grain kind of helps you cover that surface area, doesn't it? When if you're in the shower,
Yeah,
scrubbing your body.
it does. So this has got no water in it, so it needs water to activate. It's very thick, so which of course you will have if you're in the shower or bath anyway. So a little bit goes a long way with this formula. So we won't be getting our legs out in this
No,
little
don't
one.
worry, we're going to do it on our arm.
Or our feet.
Nobody needs to see that. So we'll just do a little bit. So where we say it's got no water in it, could we put it on dry before we get in the shower? Or do we have to put it on when we're in the shower? Or both?
So I would say in the shower or in the bath
Okay.
because it's got no water to it. I mean, if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to put it on dry skin and then add some water as kind of like as we're doing in this
Yeah.
demo using water, then that would be perfectly fine. But what you'll find is because it's got no water in it, it a little bit won't go a long way and
Yeah.
it's harder to apply.
I mean, you can really smell the lavender in this. It's so fresh.
Yeah, it's meant to be relaxing as well, so that if you're in the bath, uh, you can kind of get the full aromatherapy benefit as well.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love
So we
how
also,
your skin looks with these poppy seeds on. It's amazing.
yeah, yeah. So we made it with an oil base because I was using polishes in the past and it was kind of drying out my legs, and I kind of wanted something. So when it's really hot, you don't necessarily want to go and put a whole load of product on it before you go out. I'm talking if you're on holiday and it's really, really hot during the day, maybe you want to just exfoliate your skin and leave it hydrated. So because this has got an oil base, it will do that and leave that protective layer over your skin even after use.
Lovely. Yeah, you can kind of see the oil glistening on the skin and then the very fine grains of the pumice as well.
Yeah.
And how aggressive can we scrub with this? I know there's certain areas of our bodies, maybe backs of legs, bum, maybe we want to kind of really get in there if we've got some cellulite or things like that. Can we scrub quite hard with this one or?
So I do. I like a hard scrub to be honest, but then there's areas like if I will use it a little bit on like my chest, but I won't really rub very hard. It'll be a very um light abrasion for that area of my body because I don't want to damage the skin, but on legs and feet, you can just really, really get in there and it won't kind of disintegrate into the water. So you can just keep kind of going with it. I might do one leg with it and then try and scrape it off that leg and then use it on the other leg to make it go as far as possible.
Yeah, because the poppy seeds, they're not dissolving, they're not going anywhere, are they? So yeah, it's
No.
good to use it, and you kind of know that something that's gonna biodegrade is going to wash away down the sink, which I guess is, the thing with why microbeads were so terrible, is because you're putting something into the water streams that are going to just sit there and not melt away or anything. But this is, you're almost planting poppy seeds as you go, maybe.
Yeah. Good, giving back to nature as well.
Yes.
So you will need warm water to take this one off, because it has a tendency, if you use cold water, then it'll have a tendency to kind of stick there, and that's just because it's held in oil.
And it comes in two sizes, this, doesn't it? So you've got 60 ml and a 250 ml, which is, it's going to last you a good old time. But how much should we be using if we want to do, say, maybe our legs and our whole body in the shower?
So I'll tend to use, I guess, if I'm doing everything, it will probably be a kind of tablespoon amount, not too heaped.
Like a little scoop, almost, a hand scoop.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. So yeah, because you can just keep kind of moving it around, so you don't need too much of it. But if you want a less abrasive scrub, just take a smaller bit and just keep adding water to it, because it can be quite hard with the poppy seeds if it's not watered down.
You already see, this is the hand that was scrubbed, and this is not. Yeah. It's already so much brighter and so much smoother in the skin. It feels really good.
And I think with exfoliating, it's good to do it a couple of times per week, especially in those summer months. And I know with myself, I'm not that great at doing it often during the winter, just because I'm just less self-conscious.
Yeah.
So, that dead skin really does start to build up. This is lovely, isn't it?
It's real. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think when if you're waxing more often, if you're shaving your legs more often, it kind of helps, prevent ingrown hairs, particularly on the legs. If you're, taking away that surface skin that's maybe needing to come off, any dry patches as well. So I think you're right. You do tend to do those things a little bit more in the summer.
Yeah, and also a good note on this one is to use it after you've shaved. So as you say, it's great to prevent ingrown hairs, but it will clog your razor if you use it before.
Yeah.
So shave your legs and then use it afterwards just to buff it.
Yeah, and then I guess the lavender's pretty calming for that as well, soothing, antibacterial. So yeah, it's perfect companion.
Exactly. So the second one we're going to use is the body butter, which I've already mentioned.
Yeah.
So this one is a really, really simple formulation. So it's made with avocado oil, hemp oil, and shea butter, and a dose of vitamin E as well, just to make sure that we're getting the best out of them. So this is a vegan formulation, and it's really great to not just moisturize and lock in moisture, because shea butter and the oils will create a layer on top of your skin which doesn't clog your pores, but it will seal in moisture and protect you from the elements as well, which is great for if you're out and about and you want your legs to legs or wherever on your body to have a long lasting sheen and be protected from high winds, dust, dirt, pollution. So
I mean, it really does look like a crushed avocado, doesn't it? It's like all of that goodness in there you get from the avocado, and then the hemp is really going to help to nourish the skin too. And I just love how easily this one breaks down. Like already you can see like it goes a little bit oily and then it melts in. So it's really good at being quite quick.
Yeah, because it's tempting with body butters like this to take a massive scoop of it. But I'm terrible for that, but I have to really tell myself not to do that now, because taking a massive scoop and then you've just got too much. You're like, wow, I can't get dressed. But with this one, just take a little bit and then you can just keep working it into your skin, because your skin's warm. So as it melts down, you can just keep on spreading it.
Well, I
And
find
this
with
one's
a
really
lot
great.
of body butters that have like a very heavy shea base, you
Yeah,
really have to push that around your skin. You really have to warm it up. Whereas this, you can use a little bit because you can very easily slip it along the skin, which is great. So it means you use less overall, which is just better. Better value for money, more sustainable, and you get
yeah.
more of your products.
Yeah, so it goes a long way as well because of the hemp. So the hemp oil has got medium-sized molecules, so that can really, really penetrate the skin. Avocado is a bit thicker. So again, I've used like three levels of oil slash butter. So the shea butter is thicker, still doesn't clog your pores, but does, leave that long-lasting sheen. The avocado is pretty thick, so that will penetrate. And it's packed with vitamins and minerals, but it will sit on top a little bit, and then the hemp, which goes straight in.
And you've got, I mean, I went a little bit wild, but you have got this lovely glow. I like to put it down the front of my shins,
Mm.
because I think that gives you that like just really silky, glowy sheen on your legs. Um, I'm not a big fake tanner. You can tell my pale Scottish skin. So anything that can give me like a bit of a glow without the colour is fantastic.
Exactly, because I find sometimes, I mean, I do still use water-based moisturizers as well, because I like to mix it up a bit. But I do find that, sometimes when you go out and then you might kind of like sit on a chair or whatever, rub against something, and then your legs look dry again. After a few hours, that's kind of what I wanted to avoid, was to have that long-lasting sheen. And this one's also really good for your feet. I recently had someone who said that they use it all the time on their feet, and it's amazing. And strangely, I'd not used it on my feet. I don't know why. I'd not like specifically before bedtime applied it to my feet, but I'm now doing that because, especially before bed, when you're not then putting on shoes
Yeah.
or socks, I like to just whack it on, get into bed, and then in the morning your feet are nice and soft.
Oh, love it. I'll be trying that.
So the next one we're going to do is the balm. So this balm is, you can use it for different things. It's not just a lip balm. Many people read balm and they kind of just think it's for your lips, but actually this is great to use on any dry patches. And especially at the moment, because we're washing our hands even more than usual,
Yeah.
and using things like hand sanitizers, which may or may not dry your skin out. And I know that with myself, I mean, I do a lot of washing up, and I just noticed a few weeks ago that I had really, really dry knuckles, and I was starting to get kind of a bit of a dermatitis on my hand. And I don't usually suffer from that, but I kind of put this on, and it's gone away now, because it again seals in moisture as well as protecting it from the elements.
Yeah, which I think, it's great on like parched lips. I think we forget a lot in summer to protect our lips with SPF so they get a little bit mistreated. But as well, I really like to use it, on dry patches like elbows, on heels as well. It's just really
Yeah,
multifunctional.
yeah, and it does stay on. It's got a few different ingredients in it, this one. So it's got sunflower lecithin in it. And basically what that does is it nourishes the skin, and it also helps to take the ingredients down to the lower layers, to the deeper, layers of skin. So it's got honey in it, so this isn't a vegan formulation. But honey's fantastic for the skin, and it's also got jojoba oil in it, and I macerate that with vanilla pods, which gives it a slightly vanilla-y smell. It's not too strong in there, but jojoba oil mimics the skin sebum, so it's really, really great for chapped lips, and it's great to just protect the skin, and it should stay on for quite a while as well. I like to lick mine off, to be honest. But if it's on your body, you don't tend to do that.
I can reach my elbow to lick it off.
Yeah. Yeah, so this has also got cocoa butter in it, and it's got shea butter as well. So again, as with the previous products, this will leave a protective layer on your skin, because I wanted something that kind of soothes and protects rather than just protects or just soothes and sinks straight in. I kind of wanted a balance there.
Perfect. Well, I think you've achieved that. Some amazing products to help us get that glow and dare to bare our legs this summer. So that's great. Thank you, Imogen. So if you've enjoyed the ritual state and you want to recreate it at home, we have a special offer on the products that you've seen in the demo today. So you'll get a 60ml body butter, 60ml body polish in a Bumi Naturals lovely tote bag. It's £28, and then you would also get the honey balm for free, as well as a little gift with purchase. So head on over to the website and the self-care sessions and you can find it there.